There is a big political controversy regarding what the Chief of Defence Staff, General Anil Chauhan, said on the sidelines of the Shangri-La dialogue in Singapore. For the first time, a high-ranking Indian military official admitted that India had lost jets, although the general did not put a number on how many jets India lost. He did definitely say it is not 6 jets, as Pakistan has been claiming. That was a specific question that was put to him. He spoke to a couple of foreign media outlets. It's the first time such a senior-ranking military official has spoken to the press and has admitted that India has lost jets. Now, the opposition Congress is making a big issue of this fact by saying that this is something that the Modi government has not admitted so far, and they should have admitted this, told the people of India this right after the ceasefire was announced on the 10th of May. It's a question that the leader of the opposition, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, has been asking of Dr. Jaishankar on Twitter for some weeks now. The government, on the other hand, says the Congress is barking up the wrong tree. The Congress is focusing on the wrong thing. It's focusing on the air assets lost, and instead it should be focusing on what India managed to achieve, the new normal that India has managed to achieve through the course of Operation Sindoor. 9 terror bases hit, 11 air bases that were badly damaged. At least a couple of them were rendered unusable. The runway was rendered unusable, and over 100 terrorists who were killed in the first night of Operation Sindoor. The government's contention is the Congress is actually taking away attention from the scale and scope, enormity really, of what Operation Sindoor managed to achieve. But first, let's play out what the Chief of Defence Staff said and how the political controversy now seems to have gotten ahead of it.
India is going to respond precisely and decisively should there be any further terror attacks emanating from Pakistan. So that's, I think, has its own dynamics as far as the armed forces are concerned. On 7th and the initial stages, there were losses, but the numbers, and that's not important. What was important is why did these losses occur and what did we do after that. So we rectified tactics and then went back on 7th, 8th and 10th in large numbers to hit air bases deep inside Pakistan. Penetrated all their air defenses with impunity, carried out precision strikes.
So what he's saying is losses were there, but what's important is not whether the losses were there or not. What's important is what mistakes led to those losses and whether those mistakes were rectified, and how in 2 days' time, on the 10th, as he said, in much larger numbers, aircraft were scrambled and they hit deep inside Pakistan, some of them hundreds of kilometers inside Pakistan, taking out at least 10 or 11 bases, air bases. Now, India has made its intent clear. The strongly worded response has left Pakistan rattled. In fact, at that same Shangri-La dialogue, on the sidelines of it, listen to this Pakistani general who was also representing his country. He claims that the next time India strikes, even global powers might not get a chance to intervene. This is General Shamshad Mirza.
Post-Pahalgam, the threshold of an escalatory war has come dangerously low, implying greater risk on both sides, just not in the disputed territory, but all of India and all of Pakistan. Secondly, in future, given the Indian policies and polity's extremist mindset, absence of a crisis management mechanism may not give enough time to the global powers to intervene and effect cessation of hostilities. They will be probably too late to avert damage and destruction.
So the Chief of Defence Staff, General Chauhan, also set the record straight on terror and terror proxies that Pakistan has been using. Speaking of the continuing challenges that India continues to face today, General Chauhan said that only defence capabilities can address the evolving security challenges that India and Indian forces are dealing with. Drawing a red line on terror, he said that instability is on the rise in the region, particularly in Pakistan and also in the wider subcontinent, because of these non-state actors. He says these very non-state actors play a major role in providing a spark for conflict and thereby the democratization of technology that is empowering these non-state actors. But back home, this has now become a significant point of politics between the Congress-led opposition and also taking on the government, and the government put forth view of things. In fact, the Congress has refused to let the politics around this issue die down. It's now training the guns on the centre yet again.
जनरल चौहान जी ने सिंगापुर में एक भेंट वार्ता में बहुत सारे चीज़ें कही हैं। हम चाहते थे कि रक्षा मंत्री यही बात सर्वदलीय बैठक में बोलें। हम चाहते थे कि यही बात प्रधानमंत्री लोकसभा में बोले, राज्यसभा में बोले।
हमारे डीजीएमओ ने 2 बार प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करके पूरे राष्ट्र को ये बताया कि क्या हुआ और क्या नहीं हुआ और किन परिस्थितियों में भारत को जो कुछ करना पड़ा, उस सब कुछ स्पष्ट बताया। मैं समझता हूँ उसके बाद किसी प्रकार के कोई सवाल की या कोई संदेह की गुंजाइश नहीं रह जाती है। ज़बरदस्ती मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे और कांग्रेस के वो नेता जो पूरे तौर पर रिजेक्ट हो गए हैं, वो अनावश्यक रूप से इस मुद्दे को लंबा कर रहे हैं, उसकी आवश्यकता नहीं है।
All right, I want to go across to a quick Congress versus BJP face-off on this. Dr. Shama Mohammed is the spokesperson of the Congress party. She's now joining us. Shazia Elmi is national spokesperson of the BJP. She'll be joining us in a moment. Dr. Shama Mohammed, this is what General Chauhan, the CDS, said. What I can say is on May 7th, the initial stages, there were losses. Numbers are not important. Why they were down, what mistakes were made, that is important. The good part is that we were able to understand the tactical mistakes which we made, remedy it, rectify it, and then implement it again 2 days later. What is wrong with what he said?
See, first and foremost, let's understand one very important thing. I fail to understand why should it be said on a foreign soil. He should have said it here, one. Number two, when Rahul Gandhi asked about how many planes have been downed, they called us anti-national. Let's remember that. So my question today is that in a democracy, we have the right to ask questions. And we know that our soldiers fought with courage. They fought valiantly. And of course, we have losses. And we recalibrated and fought again. So there is nothing wrong in that. But let's understand one very important thing is that when we don't know if we have lost lives or not, any Jawans we have lost or not, they have not been clear. If we have, they have sacrificed for the nation.
No, one second. You can't hide dead bodies. The government has made it absolutely clear. All pilots have been accounted for.
Okay,
no
so I'm not saying anything like that. What I'm trying to say.
You just said that we don't know if the people have died.
I said if because when we first said about the planes being downed, the BJP attacked us. Remember when Rahul Gandhi said there has been certain losses.
Okay.
They attacked us and called Rahul Gandhi anti-national. Remember that. When the CDS says, they have said, no, DGMO ne kaha gaya. DGMO has never been clear like how the head of the chief of the armed forces has said over there. And one more thing, very important. Every time we are asking, where are those 4 terrorists? Why is there no answer to that? We want to know. We want to catch them. We want to catch those 4 terrorists. Where are they? What are their names? But it has always been diverted.
Okay, Shazia Elmi, respond to that. When Rahul Gandhi asked the same question, you called him anti-national. Now the Chief of Defence Staff has admitted, and Shama Mohammed saying that why should he admit it on foreign soil? He should have said it here first before going to foreign soil. Chief of Defence Staff admits that we've lost jets.
Zaka, a very good evening to you, to your viewers, to all your panelists. I would first like to really express my objection at the kind of gobbledygook that I heard, not because it was utter nonsense, but because it was so incendiary in nature. I couldn't believe for the life of me that I was hearing these words. Do we not trust our DGMO? Did the DGMO and Vikram Misri not say it? Very clearly this was stated when this question was asked by a reporter in a press conference on the issue that this answer will be given. Was it not said? Did we not hear it correctly? How did the entire media, how did the entire country take it? But Rahul Gandhi had issues. What did the CDS say in Singapore to a particular station? That yes, he said...
there were losses, that's what he said.
He said that yes, this has happened. No, he said yes, just see what happened after that. Don't ask us this question. Shouldn't Rahul Gandhi be asking this question that would make everybody realize that he is on part of India by saying what did we achieve? What did we harm of Pakistan in terms of air bases, in terms of the terror havens? Did he ask any of those questions? No. He wants to know how India hurt. Even now the lady concerned who's sitting on your channel is asking the very same question. So I want to say that I will not say anything. My word, my action, my thought would not at all ever contribute to the detriment of my nation ever. So let me make it very clear. I take strong objection in the kind of language this lady used. Where are the bodies who ask questions like that? I mean, it's so shameful. I mean, is this some kind of a matter of glee for you? And no, let me finish. Last word. We are hearing these questions. Zaka, you know and I know, and I think everybody, even a child knows that when there is a terror attack and Pahalgam terror attack, we all saw, yes, there were 4 terrorists, and yes, they're on the run. And who catches them? It is not our Prime Minister or our Home Minister. It is very much our security agencies. It is very much our cops and all involved in the network.
Okay.
And do you think they're not doing the best? Do you think they're not doing the best?
Okay,
Do you think
Dr.
everything
Shama
is not
Mohammed,
being done
the
to
problem,
ensure that
but
but why
with
blame
this
this on Prime Minister Modi?
The problem with this excessive focus on how many air assets have been lost is that you're taking away from what India managed to achieve. 100 terrorists killed, 9 terror bases hit, 11 air bases hit. That's what you should be talking about, and not so much how much air assets India lost, how many fighter jets India lost.
I don't agree with you, Zaka, because we've already said
the
that.
kind of questions that Pakistan is asking of us.
Now let her respond. Now let her respond, please. Shazia, let her respond.
This lady who looks like Shahnaz Hussain cannot interrupt.
Arey, come on, yeah. What is this? No, come on, please. What is this? No, come on. On merit, please. Come on merit. Come on.
I don't know what you look like, but I'm very happy to look like Shahnaz Hussain.
Okay. Dr. Shama Mohammed, on merit, please. On merit, answer the
what I look
question.
like.
Answer the question. Answer the question.
I think I look
Please.
So what I'm trying to say is that the DGMO, when was questioned, she said the reporter,
so
they said this is not an important thing. But the chief of army goes there to a foreign soil. Now, she says, the chief of army said, that's not the government. We want the government to speak to us. Then the government should just leave everything to the chief of army. The government should speak to us. Then she says, the security agencies are doing their job. Who does the security agencies come under? Mr. Amit Shah, the Home Minister. There has been a huge security lapse. During 26/11, we caught Ajmal Kasab. She's talking to us like we're anti-nationals. We caught Ajmal Kasab. We hung him. Don't forget that. We caught Afzal Guru. We hung him. What did you do?
Did not
Masood
hang him.
Azhar Marzood, you gave him like on platter.
Kante, Salaskar and Karkare, all 3 died. Nobody knew what happened. Do not Shama. Again, it's so much of gobbledygook.
One at a time, please. One at a time, and no personal attacks. Come on. One at a time. No. Doctor, come on. You can't do this. No. What sort of language is this? What sort of language is this? Please, no personal attacks. No personal attacks. Yes, she will not interrupt you. Finish your point. But you are not answering my question, ma'am. Ma'am, you're not answering my question. My question is, why are you excessively focusing on how many air assets India has lost? By doing that, you're actually giving Pakistan a handle. That's what the BJP is claiming.
I want to ask you a question.
No. I'm not the spokesperson of any political party. You answer the question.
I'm going to answer that. Yes. I want to know that next time if she's coming, I'm not coming here because I am not. You either reduce the volume. No,
come on.
She can't interrupt me. I did not interrupt her.
Okay.
She should have that manners.
Why don't you start crying now?
Make the point. Make the substantive point. Make the substantive point, please.
Debates like this, Zaka.
Make the substantive point, Dr. Shama Mohammed, please. I am running out of time as well. Make the substantive point.
I don't give a damn if you're running out of time. You need to reduce such people's volume. You are the
Make the point, Shama. Make the point.
How dare you do this
Please make the point. Please make the point quickly.
Let me tell you that very clearly.
Quickly make the point, please.
My point is, we stand by our army. We are asking questions. It is our right. We did not ask any questions. It's a democracy. 4 terrorists are roaming around. They have no answers. The Prime Minister of India has not visited Jammu Kashmir. He has not visited the families. He is busy doing prachar. He's campaigning all over Bihar election. I want to know from Shazia Ilmi, why has he not visited the families of those who have been injured and killed? Why is Trump putting India and Pakistan in the same basket?
I have a question for you. Enough. Okay, after all your whining and...
Okay, Shama, you made your points. You made your points. Let Shazia Elmi respond. Shazia Elmi, both those questions. One, why are those terrorists still roaming free? What is the accountability for that? And two, why are you making this into an election issue?
So, but before that, see, when people can't answer you and they don't have much to say, but they want to keep saying something without anything of substance to offer, they make personal comments. So, because a personal comment was made about...
No, Shama Mohammed, you don't interrupt, yeah, please. No, you hold up to the same standard. Why are you interrupting? No, you keep quiet. No, you keep quiet, please. Shazia, make your point and I'm wrapping up that.
I think, so I'm very happy about how I look. I'm very, very happy about how Ms. Shahnaz Hussain looks. So thank you very much for the compliment, Shama. But, beyond giving compliments, if you manage to study and read and understand, you would do a big service to yourself. Now, I answered this question already. You keep going on and on about the 4 terrorists who did what they did and, brought so much pain and anguish to our nation. So we're talking about those. So let me tell you, it is not a prime minister and not a home minister and nobody from the political class who actually goes and nabs the terrorists. They will be nabbed, they will be brought to book because this is what India is all about and India will not spare them. And everybody who's part of the, whether intelligence network or security agencies network will ensure, and they're at it and is being done. So when you keep saying, where are they, Narendra Modi himself will not go. So you must get this straight in your head, put this picture in your head. Two, and most importantly, the question that Rahul Gandhi is asking and the way the CDS has referred to it and talked about what we've actually achieved are 2 very different things, because Rahul Gandhi is asking the very same question in the same manner as if he's been being asked by all those who bashing India, who are part of this misinformation, disinformation, Pakistan, sleeper, propaganda cells are all about. So he's doing that job. There is a big difference, ma'am.
Okay. All right. We'll leave it at that. Shazia Elmi and Dr. Shama Mohammed. I've got to wrap up. Thank you very much to both the political spokespersons. Let's see if the politics around this dies down or whether it gets amped up. Remember, many of these delegations will now be coming back as well through the course of this week.